do what I do.
Is that the only quality? So she's talking about the black man who Donald Trump initially put in position to be the Secretary of the Navy back in 2020. Okay, Queen Candace, remember that? I don't know if you know that. So you talking about that the brother. Donald Trump hired him. Donald Trump now said, okay, I'm going to relieve you of your duty and I'm going to put this 3-star general in place. Do you know who that 3-star general is, baby girl? I'm going to learn you something because you going in on that. His credentials are higher. Okay, so you basically said on paper, he has a higher rank. But do you know who the general is? Do you know? So the 4-star general, who's the brother? Right. Somebody type Raising Cane in the chat room. So the general that replaced him is Raising Cane. Do you know who Raising Cane is? You say he's a Vietnam veteran. Okay. Yes, I am a veteran. Okay, good. I'm glad you know. So do you know what Raising Cane did? Do you know what Raising Cane did? Raising Cane, no, rank is not sufficient. Raising Cane is the general who wiped the Taliban out in 3 weeks. That's who he is. So he stands on business. So we don't care how what his rank is. And if you're in the military, you know there's some lieutenants fresh out of college who know far less than your gunnery sergeant. Who do you want leading you in the field? You understand what I'm saying? So you got to understand that, baby girl. I know you in the military, and that's all good and everything, and I respect you and I appreciate you for your service. But let's not turn this into a race thing. Let's just see it for what it is. I'd rather have Raising Cane, who eliminated the Taliban in 3 weeks. Okay, 3 weeks. Was it 3 weeks? Got rid of them in 3 weeks. That's who I want in charge. Okay, so we're not going to, but then you can't be in here. We're not going to be racial if it's not racial. I'm going to talk about that too towards the end, but we're going to get back to the broadcast. Shout out to LTD. So let's not over, and I'm going to talk about that. And a lot of people that's calling this man racist, and I'm talking about Trump. The truth is you're just scary. You're fearful. You didn't get your way. Let's just be honest. You didn't get your way, and and you're sad, and now you can't get your way. And, you know what I'm saying? And now my girl saying Obama got Osama. No, the Obama didn't get Osama. He's the president. SEAL Team 6 got Osama bin Laden, baby girl. Okay. But anyway, I'm going to get back to the broadcast. Anyway, so back like I was saying, we're seeing a shift back. It's going back. We're going back to some traditional values. Enough with embracing the victimhood, and everybody's a racist, and everybody's a misogynist, and everybody's a sexist. Okay, this is a movement. Okay, and one of the most telling things is the shift that is pushing against the transgender policies in women's sports. Okay, and states across the country are standing up and refusing to allow biological men to compete against women, reinforcing the fundamental truth that biology matters. In fact, fairness matters, and men of today are fighting for what's right, and not just for themselves, but for the integrity of competition and for the future youth. Now, we also see major cracks in this corporate push for woke and culture. Now, I know what woke used to be. Woke used to be don't be asleep as to the system that's oppressing black people. That was in the 90s, but woke has a new definition now. Okay, right? And so we saw companies like Disney and Bud Light who pander to these radical ideologies, and they've suffered massive financial losses due to boycotts and everyday Americans who refuse to be force-fed this political propaganda. Even tech giants, like Elon Musk, have spoken out and rejected DEI. These policies, they promote division, not unity, and the message is loud and clear. Men and women alike are rejecting the forced narratives and demanding a return to common sense. And at the same time, you got the decline of feminism, and it's becoming evident. You see what I talked about last night. These women are going back to saying, hey, I'd rather be a housewife. This whole working 9 to 5 is for the birds, while more men are embracing this self-improvement, masculinity, and leadership. And the trad wife movement is on, cooking and cleaning and keeping the house up and being moms. These women are choosing to embrace traditional gender roles, and it's on the rise, and this is a good thing. Right? It's proof that even women they're able to see the value of restoring natural balance between the sexes, and the call of action and reclaiming our future is important. But, make no mistake, it's not about excluding anyone. We're not trying to force women to go back to the kitchen and be pregnant. Nobody wants that. Some of us I don't have daughters, but some of you will have daughters. You don't want that. Okay, we're not diminishing women. I don't think anybody wants to create that level of division. That's not what we're trying to do. All right, this is about restoring balance. All right, a balance that has been lost for too long. And, men and women, we need to work together, not compete. We need to collaborate, and we need to recognize that each has a vital role to play in building a thriving society. We don't want, you working with one hand if you're keeping half your population, incapacitated and ignorant. That's not cool. We don't want that, right? But there's those who resist, those who will attempt to shame strong men into submission. And, they'll label us, they'll attack us, they'll try to silence us. But history shows that the strongest voices and the ones who challenge the status quo are the ones who change the world. And so I'm going to ask you, are you ready to reclaim your place in history? Are you ready to stand up? Are you ready to push forward and build a future that honors strength, integrity, and hard work? And because, hey, the boys are back, and I'm happy for it. Now, that being the case, I want to bring my special guest in here. We're going to take a little break. I got some video footage, and I want to definitely share with you guys. Y'all hit the number 1 button. We're going to take a quick break. Y'all make sure you hit the number 1 button. Make sure you subscribe. I got some special guests in here. I'm going to put the fair use on right quick. I want y'all to hit the number 1 button and give me a minute, and we are going to come right back in here with my very special guest. I'll see y'all in a minute.
It's a party going on. Hit the like, 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 hit the like. It's a party going on. We all looking at Dennis. Spurling and subscribe. It only take you a minute. Hit the cash app, super chat, be a penny. One is real good, but 20 more will be plenty. Blizzard keep paying visit. Big Bad's my witness. Appreciate the love that's black men doing business. Stand up, father and brother, lawyer is he. Hall of Fame game, he's known as Uncle D. Tell it just like be, representing for we know time is money, you learning and pay a fee. Know it's cold outside, but the podcast hot. Giving you a feeling that these others ain't got. Say it's cold outside, but the podcast hot. Giving you a feeling that these others ain't got. Yeah, know that the blizzard come through. Bundle up for the winter, know this hit. Darren Hay watch, views. Hit the light, you know that the blizzard come through. Bundle up for the winter, know this hit. Darren Hay watch, views. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like.
We still look at all the beautiful music that we've created. That's what's on the inside of us. We are wonderful people. My name is DennisSpurling. I'm an attorney here in Houston, Texas. My mandate is to be an advocate for black men, largely because I am a black man. I'm a black father. I have black sons. And I want to make sure that the issues confronting black men are defended, protected, enunciated, spoke upon by black men who have a vested interest in the black community. And so my draw to the Black Manosphere or YouTube in general to use my voice, my wisdom, my experience was solely because black men weren't being heard. But they're hearing us now. They're hearing us as to our issues related to modern relationships, politics, education, finance, and so many other things. And I'm extremely proud of these gentlemen. I'm extremely proud of the people who put this together. It is a wonderful event, and I look forward to attending in the years to come. Hey man, I do what I do.